A few weeks ago, I randomly started looking at the YouTube Partners subreddit, trying to see if I could find any good advice to better understand how the YouTube algorithm works. After scrolling for a while, I started to see the same bit of advice a lot. Stop treating it like a form of creative expression, but treat it like a business. There's a business aspect to YouTube, and a pretty big one at that. You have to know how to market yourself, how to make the packaging of your video look good, that kind of stuff. My problem is that so many successful creators were drawn to YouTube because they saw a business opportunity. They saw a way they could make a stupid amount of money by exploiting people's attention. Mr. Beast, the Paul brothers, and YouTubers making content to grasp the attention of your average 9-year-old are not in it to express themselves creatively or to form a community, but for the money. This is not what YouTube should be, and it's frustrating it even got to that point. People are starting to get sick of soulless corporate content. The first in-theater Star Wars movie in years absolutely flopped at the box office, not even getting close to Obsession and Backrooms, which both did extremely well. 2 indie horror movies from young directors who got their starts on the internet, and they're really good. Even the Amazing Digital Circus final episode screening beat the mouse at the box office. Another independent thing. The current YouTube algorithm is kind of terrible. I don't know how many times I've refreshed the homepage just to get the same 5 videos I've already seen in a different order. And then the stupid shorts taking up the entire screen. And don't get me started on the search engine. When I search like a creator or a video, the first thing that pops up is like suggested videos. That's not what I searched. The YouTube algorithm sucks, but every once in a while, I'll get served something that's frankly magical. Some videos from channels with truly passionate creators making really good stuff. Like how audiences are shifting towards independent productions in movie theaters, my homepage has been shifting away from the mind-numbing corporatized content, and instead showing me truly amazing videos from passionate creators. It's not perfect, and the algorithm is still pretty bad, but I've been having a lot more fun with YouTube recently. I want to highlight some awesome creators on YouTube. I'll start with talking about the newer ones that I'm really excited about, and then some creators who have been around for a while that are still making good stuff. Also, this is going to be based on my personal taste and the creators I'm the most excited to talk about. And you, the viewer, if you know of or think of any awesome creators that I don't know about or didn't end up mentioning in this video, totally comment about them down below. I want to like create a list for me to consume. I'm stealing from you. I'm stealing from you. All right, we're starting. Let me set the scene. You have a favorite show and one episode comes out every week. One night out of the week, you're guaranteed to have a new episode of your favorite show, and you always look forward to it. No matter how much your creepy boss says inappropriate things about your body without your consent, you will keep going because you are a strong, independent woman who, calm down, because you have a show that you're gonna watch that Friday night when you could finally get away from your boring desk job, you strong, independent woman who don't need no man. That's what watching Bunch of Friends feels like. Bunch of Friends is quite possibly my favorite ongoing series on YouTube. I only started watching their videos recently because whenever they popped up on my YouTube homepage, I'd stare at them for a bit, and then scroll right past. It's like that meme with the diamonds. Yeah, oh no, I'm walking away. Oh, I gave up. The diamonds is Bunch of Friends. They're the diamonds. I'm the guy with the pickaxe. And then I saw one of their Instagram reels, and it was really funny. At the time, I didn't realize it was them, but they kept popping up anytime I used social media. And then I decided to give it a shot. My first video being doom scrolling on top of a mountain, which popped up on my feed less than a day after it came out. After that video, I watched Driving Until We Run Out of Gas. And after that, I went to sleep because it was late. Bunch of Friends is a situational comedy series starring Anthony Poe, Hanbon, Koi Piso, and Will Wahoney. They're all pretty well-known creators, especially Anthony. Only recently I found out Will was the interdimensional TikTok guy from a couple years ago. I thought that was hilarious, and I had no idea it was him. Y'all remember Fergus? Iconic character Fergus? Over the past few weeks, I've been watching their videos on and off, each video surprising me more than the last with how unbelievably funny they were. You know how almost every video on YouTube nowadays that isn't targeted at children ends up being a podcast? Just background noise to listen to while doing chores. And sometimes, once in a while, you'll hear something crazy or funny and you end up having to rewind to see what happened. If you try playing Bunch of Friends in the background, you'll end up doing that every few seconds. Whenever I'm watching it, if I look away for a second, I will end up missing some sort of funny bit. What I love about Bunch of Friends is how everyone is always trying their best to make the videos as funny and entertaining as humanly possible. They're constantly coming up with new wacky bits, and the editing is so good. I love these little animations. In their first season, yes, they're doing seasons, it's a show. Bunch of Friends is a show. They always spun a wheel to find out who would be editing that video. And sometimes some pretty funny jokes can come from just knowing who the editor is. I also really like how it's kind of like a reality TV show sometimes by revealing stuff later, which makes the story of those videos really engaging. Like in the driving video, spoiler warning, where Coy faked hiding a dead body in the back of the car, and the edit revealed the footage of him buying the materials to make it. And they make the reverse of hiding information from the audience entertaining too. Like in the Minecraft video, where it's revealed early on that Will is cheating and Coy knows, but Anthony doesn't. The comedy in Bunch of Friends reminds me a lot of sitcoms like Arrested Development and Community, if those shows weren't as scripted. The Bunch of Friends are all very quick-witted and, because they're a bunch of friends, occasionally confrontational, which can lead to some of the funniest moments. One of my favorite things they'll do is really hype something up and then they'll cut to them doing the thing and it's just silence. I also love the running jokes, how they all have such different personalities and dynamics. Sometimes they'll split into pairs, and the dynamic between Anthony and Hanbon is going to be completely different than the dynamic between Will and Hanbon. And all the different pairings are going to be entertaining in completely different ways. Some episodes they have a group thing, and some episodes they have an A plot and a B plot, which makes it even more like a sitcom. Sometimes it makes me think of Fetch with Rough Ruffman on PBS. If anyone is familiar with Fetch with Rough Ruffman, it's like that. Bunch of Friends is like Fetch with Rough Ruffman. For the most part, Bunch of Friends is really unscripted, but their season 1 finale, 24 Hours to Eat a Skateboard, is the exception. This video is amazing, and I think it's really cool. It's one of their more popular videos. I'm not going to spoil what happens in case you're just now learning about it and you're curious, but it is their only video you can log on Letterboxd. And I think it's the most like an episode of Community. I saw this photo on one of their community posts. Community. So I have a feeling they might be slightly inspired by it. If you don't know, Community is a very tightly written and creative sitcom that, as it goes on, starts having more and more episodes that are completely genre-defying and just entirely different from your average sitcom episode. It starts with the paintball episode in season 1, and then it just gets better. Probably one of the funniest shows ever until season 4, but there was a gas leak, so it's fine. Bunch of Friends is extremely entertaining. Their videos get good views, but I wish they were way more popular because their videos are at the quality of a big budget sitcom. And they're super rewatchable because they're absolutely jam-packed with jokes. If you're lightly familiar with Bunch of Friends or you're just now finding out about them, go give it a try. They're really funny. Another creator I want to mention is Jackpop. Jackpop's been making viral skits for a while now, but I want to highlight how I think he's probably going to be the next indie horror movie director. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with his own obsession in a few years. He recently came out with a new channel called Joish Films with his friend Max, who doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he also posts skits on TikTok and Instagram. They uploaded a short film on the channel a couple weeks ago, and it's really good. It's like a really uncomfortable skit that's like on the border of being horror, but not really. They deserve the support now that they're doing more ambitious projects, so go check it out. Forrest Nolan. This one's also just kind of a quick mention because I think what he's doing is cool. He's a new musician who's posting sitcom-like skits in promotion for his upcoming album. And the music video he uploaded is pretty cool, and it went kind of viral. It's very early 2010s throwback, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Scott Pilgrim versus the World kind of vibe. And his videos besides the music video deserve more attention because they're really well done. So the next creator I want to talk about is Miles Bonsignore. I looked that up. The American way to say it would be Bonsignore, but Bonsignore. This is another TV quality YouTuber, and honestly his videos are so underrated. You may know Miles from the Try Guys, where he worked behind the scenes and eventually started doing stuff on camera for his call-in problem podcast, Perfect Person. He does 2 series on his channel, both of which he started not that long ago, Graveyard Shift and Justice Miles. I haven't watched too much of Justice Miles, and even if it's fake lawyers who are comedians, I just don't think I'm a big courtroom show guy. That might change, I just gotta wait for my taste to get better. But I've been watching Graveyard Shift. Graveyard Shift is a show where Miles goes to 24-hour diners past midnight and interviews the customers and employees, intercut with segments of him trying the food. This is genuinely the perfect series to watch late at night, but I do always end up getting hungry. It's just got a really good vibe to it. The color grading and music gives it a really dreamlike energy, which perfectly captures what it's like to go to a place like this late at night. And most of the time, you'll end up hearing some beautiful story from someone. And the editing's pretty good. You can tell Miles has a lot of experience with video production. And I couldn't find any credits anywhere, so I think besides the camera person, he's doing this all on his own. It's super impressive. And the courtroom show is really impressive too. Everyone is always on the verge of breaking, and you can tell they're having a really good time. There aren't too many episodes in each of these series, but they're ongoing and completely different from one another, which is nice. It Stinks' his most popular video is Why I Left Try Guys, because his series are really well done. It's like that Jacksfilms song. Drama is more
more popular than content.
Is that too deep of a cut? A quick mention, because I haven't seen enough of his content to form a solid opinion, but David Achu, hopefully I said that right, really great commentary on actual issues. I love the video about recycling that's been blowing up. Very good. Very good. Keep up the good work. So next up is Any Austin. Any Austin is one of those creators that you could probably get away with playing in the background, but it would significantly tarnish the experience of the video. Any Austin has been making YouTube videos for a really long time, but he only started blowing up in the last few years. If you don't know of Any Austin, he overanalyzes details in video games, and a lot of the time he ends up doing the work of something way more complicated than YouTube, like hydrology or electrical engineering, but in a video game. In his most recent video, as of recording this, he looked at every single building in GTA 4 to try and find the oldest one. The amount of effort he has to put into some of these videos is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I just don't have the patience to do this kind of stuff. It's always really impressive to me to watch him fact-check GTA's airports or analyze Fallout 3's post-apocalyptic economy. He uploads a lot and from time to time collaborates with other YouTubers, which is a friendly reminder that YouTube can still have a community. A channel similar to Any Austin that's also been getting a pretty big audience is bizlychannel. I've only watched like 4 of his videos so far, but from what I've seen, it's so good. Look at this lighting. This is a green screen lighting. He's basically in the game at this point. Very impressively produced videos, very funny. He's also been uploading a lot, and I really like how his topics are more story and character-based, while Any Austin covers all the environmental stuff. So if you're interested in guy talks about video games in front of a green screen type videos, these are good ones to throw into the rotation. Now to talk about probably the most underrated channel on YouTube, Flich. Every single video this guy posts is a banger, and every single one of them is underrated. The pacing, cinematography, humor, editing, color grading, music, and sometimes even animation are all top-notch. He's so talented, it makes me really mad. I love some of his more recent videos where he's trying to master his skill as fast as humanly possible. He knows how to make an engaging and entertaining video, and I really hope he randomly blows up because his work is genuinely amazing. Okay, no spoilers, go watch Flich. He's incredibly talented and entertaining. Look at this! Look how cool this is! How does this only have 2,000 views? It actually just makes me mad. The algorithm hates good videos, apparently. Hello, welcome to the other setup that I never use. I'm going to be using this for the rest of the video, but first I thought of some other creators, one of which showed up after I finished filming the part of the video you just saw. So I'll start with the really new one just because it's the most exciting. You know all the LARP stuff? Like with LARP Applier, LARP Septiceye, where a bunch of people are LARPing, which is live action roleplay, but instead of live action roleplay, it's on the internet, referring to imitating like a past internet personality or whatever. Well, there's this new one that is insanely cool. Instead of impersonating a YouTuber or something, it's impersonating a music group. The Larping Tombstone, which is LARPing the living tombstone. It just popped up out of nowhere and instantly went viral, and it's really, really good. There's 2 songs so far. There's Thick of It, KSI, by the Living Tombstone, which is surprisingly relevant in 2026 because of the Thomas the Tank Engine version mixed with that one death from Danganronpa. Dang nabbit. That's the dumbest joke I think I've ever made. And it's like at almost like 2 million views. And like the channel's blown up, and they did a Sneakers O'Toole song which released the day that I'm recording this, actually. And then the final one that's kind of newer, because he's been making videos for a couple of years now, but Camwing. He makes videos kind of similar to the style of Noodle or Funky, where it's like an animated commentary video, and usually it goes into like history, deep dives, that kind of stuff. And it's like really impressive what he puts together. Like his character's 3D animated, and he's animated really well. And his videos are interesting, he's funny. He has like 200,000 subscribers, but he deserves more. Like his work is extremely good, and I really like his videos. So that is all of them. Okay, now to talk about the creators that have been around for a while that are still making really good content. And to start us off, a creator that just came back after over 3 years. Bill Wurtz.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
He made an iconic video, History of the Entire World, I guess. As of when I wrote this part of the video, he's uploaded 2 new music videos, and they feel exactly like his old stuff. It's amazing.
I'm gonna get my name back. You're gonna get your name back.
Bill Wurtz is known to appear and then randomly disappear, so it's possible that these 2 videos are all that he's going to upload, but it's still nice to see an artist that a lot of people associate with old YouTube just back doing his thing. Jacksfilms. He's still making videos. He doesn't do skits anymore, but if you're looking for serious commentary on issues like content theft and scammers with an actual call to action, he's the guy. He's also got a really funny and well-made interview series on his main channel, The Questions Get Worse. It's very entertaining, and he always brings on the perfect guests for this kind of show. He's also got another channel where he's still doing yais. It's great. I just like seeing he's still around. Like, he's been around since the beginning, and he's still making really good content, so go watch Jacksfilms. Scott the Woz, a YouTube legend that made one of the most entertaining video game shows on the internet. Recently, he just dropped the third and final installment of his Wii U series. I've been a huge fan of Scott the Woz since COVID, and it's great to see that he's still able to capture the same sort of magic his videos have always had. I mentioned Noodle, Nakey Jakey, and H-Bomber Guy in my last video, and these channels all kind of fit into the same crevice of my brain. Just a bunch of passionate people talking about video games and stuff. They don't upload very often, but whenever they do, it's a whole event. I feel like I can't go 2 videos without mentioning Smosh at least once. Similar to Jacksfilms, they've been around since the start of YouTube, and they're still making high quality content today. And on a much larger level than Jacksfilms, because it's not just one guy, rather it's a whole corporation. They have so much content, it's actually ridiculous. And a video goes up on at least one of their channels every single day. The energy is really great, and everyone is always just having a really good time. It's awesome, especially when you compare it to past eras of Smosh where they don't really seem like they're having as much fun. It's just really refreshing to watch a bunch of funny people doing funny things, and you get to watch it for free. Go watch Smosh. Okay, lastly, I just want to mention some commentary YouTubers that I've been watching for a while. Eddy Burback is great. His videos went from commentary to really well-produced documentaries that say stuff that's super important in the digital age. Like some of the other YouTubers I've mentioned, he doesn't upload much, but his videos are some of my favorites ever. Ted Nivison recently came back after a half-year hiatus. It's kind of really nice to see him doing his content in the same style he always has. It's kind of nostalgic for me because I have a lot of memories watching his videos with my friends, and I was a big Chuckle Sandwich listener till it ended, so it's just really nice to see the guy doing stuff. Oh, and I can't forget about Danny Gonzalez, Drew Good, and Kurtis Connor. They're making videos sometimes, but I've watched like those channels for so long. If you watch one, you're gonna end up watching the other. I think it took me a while to get into watching Kurtis Connor's videos, but I'm very familiar with Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden. Like, I watched their commentary for a while, definitely at least since COVID. Like, it has been like 6 years. Dang. I've been watching them for a while. I've seen the comments. I've seen people compare me to Drew Gooden a lot. Drew Gooden's long-lost younger brother, Drew Gooden 2, Walmart Drew Gooden. Okay, that one's just me. I do kind of see it, though. I did one bit at the beginning of my Stranger Things video that was very obviously inspired by Drew Gooden's Vines.
We have so much in common.
Been a
We
while.
even have the same nemesis, Jeff Daniels.
Okay, that is all of them. Those are the creators that I've been watching. I'm just now remembering Defunctland exists, and I really like Defunctland.
The wall behind him would come down, and oh my god, it's huge! It's so big! Why would they think this wasn't big enough? This could kill someone. Mezzatesta even said, quote, "This could kill someone."
Yeah, I wanted to make this video because I've been seeing a shift in YouTube that's been really nice. And like meme culture, I guess, people are shifting towards like the past. With all the LARPing stuff. The internet is like 50% bots now. All the AI slop and soulless stuff, it's gonna just be botted. Like, all the bots are gonna live there, and sometimes they're gonna infiltrate the human stuff. But I think the humans are still trying their best to form communities and form like a culture, I guess. Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make videos that feel fun and hopeful and exciting. My favorite YouTubers that I watch are usually the ones that make me excited about things, that make me like, oh, that is so cool, that is so funny. The reason I randomly like mention things is I want someone in my audience to like be like, oh, I know what that is. Ooh, he likes the same thing I do. Like, that gives me this joy when I see that, and I want to give that to other people. I am glad that there are so many real creators on YouTube, and I missed so many of them. I'm gonna think of so many after like posting this video, while I'm editing this video even, and I'm like, oh, I should have mentioned them, because there's just so many of them. This is kind of just like a little highlight reel of the ones that I've been thinking about recently. Thank you for watching. Thank you for appreciating art with me. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I'm probably going to start using my Patreon soon too, so look forward to that. I know like 11 people subscribe for free. without me even like mentioning it once in a video, which is crazy. This is probably my first time mentioning it in a video. But yeah, thanks for 10K. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye-bye. Doodles.